Hi all! So a while ago on YouTube, I stumbled down a wormhole of small kitchen appliance reviews. As I was looking to buy an air fryer and perhaps maybe a pressure cooker, that's when I stumbled across one of the worst YouTube chefs of all time. His name is Jack Scalfani, as I like to call him, Jack Salmonella Scalfani. I watch video after video of him butcher, sometimes quite literally, recipes. Imagine driving slowly past a multi-car pileup on the interstate. That's my face as I watched him teach the internet how to make partially cooked meals of varying types and taking awful and unneeded shortcuts to recipes that are already quick to prepare. The absolute horror of Jack's lazy man chefing, air quote, techniques to my boyfriend Tom. And now, since we can't unsee it, we are opening your eyes to it as well. I'm Michelle, and I welcome you to join us for this horrific journey, better known as Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. Welcome back to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man.
That's right, folks. We're coming at you at a different angle this time. We're going to try a Jack on the Go episode. We picked through all the ones of the recent Cooking with Jacks we want to watch. We've noticed there's been a lot of chatter regarding Jack on the Go, so we wanted to do one of these. We reviewed some of his gimmick restaurant ones. We looked at the one for Chili's, we looked at the one for Texas Roadhouse, but we stumbled upon the one where he reviews not really the whole restaurant, just one special item of a fast food place.
Yeah, we also got a suggestion that we should do Jack on the Go too, so thank you for any comments, suggestions that you guys throw at us.
Please keep the feedback coming.
Yeah, we'll try to get to everything that you suggest.
We are nothing if not responsive.
Yes.
Podcasters. So we picked the Jack on the Go at the Jack in the Box to review the tiny tacos. We picked this one because I think this video, more than any other ones, really show Jack for the immature soul that he is.
Yeah, he has a full-on temper tantrum while they're waiting in the drive-thru line.
Well, the whole video is just he's acting like a man-child.
And even Tammy tells him to calm down like two or three times.
Oh yeah, she's like, mind your manners. But I think like when you watch Cooking with Jack, you see a man cooking for his family, or you assume that he is, and that, he does this YouTube thing on the side. Then you realize, no, Tammy probably actually cooks for the family, because Tammy seems to have a lot of things going on. Jack just does this because cooking is Jack's job. And from watching Jack as long as we have, you could imagine Jack saying, well look, I'm not cooking dinner tonight. I cooked for 2 videos for my YouTube business. I'm not cooking again tonight. Either eat what I made for the video, even though you said you didn't like it in the video, or we'll just order out.
And so I think that's how we ended up with so many Jack on the Go's. It's like, I don't know what human family eats out this much. And like, we sat and we tried to think, like, we did eat out before the lockdown with the coronavirus, the self-quarantine, but it was maybe twice a week, and we usually go to the same kind of haunts. We tend to like diners, and
we find taco joints for Taco Tuesday.
For Taco Tuesday, yeah.
And usually Thursday night we would both have things going on with our work, so we would like meet up out on the road at a place to eat and catch a drink. Jack, on the other hand, seems to have all the time in the world and has an entire YouTube channel dedicating to him cooking food, but apparently they don't eat it.
So they eat out, I guess. So this one that we're doing again is the Jack in the Box. It was released...
This was released a month ago.
And it's got only 2,800 views.
So the Jack on the Go, probably not as popular as the Cooking with Jack.
We're gonna have to go through and like look at the channel views on this channel and compare and contrast and see what we come up with. I don't think it's any more successful than the other channel.
We picked this one because, again, this kind of shows Jack for who he is as a person rather than a failed YouTube chef. This one kind of lets you know how it is if you were riding along with Jack on a car trip. All of those Pizza Wars and Burger Wars videos where he takes his friends and or neighbors or people who just want to get on his YouTube channel. Imagine riding in a car with this guy. So we're going to start the video in 3, 2, 1.
And we're showing Jack, I think, recording from looks like an iPhone or some kind of phone camera.
It's definitely not the one he records the thing with. In fact, you can see the reflection. You can see the reflection of his glasses. He's holding a phone out in his outstretched hand. So thank you to Apple for finally giving us decent video quality in a Jack video. Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Thank you, Zombie Steve Jobs.
Thank you, Zombie Steve Jobs. But
so Jack starts off his video with a 90-minute screed about how fast Tammy's driving, even though she's just driving on the interstate. Then we get his little fly-in logo.
And now we're at the drive-thru.
Where you're sitting with Jack and Tammy at the drive-thru of the Jack in the Box, because Jack wants to try Jack in the Box tiny tacos. And Jack cannot sit still for a moment.
I think we timed this. It was what, maybe
A minute and 7 seconds.
A minute and 7 seconds.
Jack is going to throw a tantrum because the white Dodge Ram pickup truck in front of him is taking too long in the ordering line of the Jack in the Box drive-thru.
He eventually wants Tammy to beep at the driver in front of her. Like she has any control over why the process is going slow.
No less than 4 times, she has to tell him in that quiet, motherly, authoritative voice that she probably had to use with Jack Jr. when he was younger. Sweetie, I'm not beeping the horn. Sweetie, it's going to be all right. Sweetie, just be quiet.
Yeah, and then, so like, we don't know if the Ram is ordering a lot of stuff, or they just got their order taken, or there's some kind of backlog at the register, but it's not the guy in front their fault. Like, they're holding up the line. It's not anyone's fault.
Even if it is, you're in a drive-thru. It's the fastest way to get food from a restaurant.
And then they're sitting there commenting. I guess the guy behind them turned off his truck and was eating in his car. Like, they were sitting in the drive-thru for so long. And I commented, like, aren't some of the newer vehicles, like when they're stopped for so long, the engine kicks off?
Yeah, those are mostly Japanese sedans. The guy behind him in a Dodge pickup quad cab, that's not going to turn itself off. But again, I don't think it was that long of a wait.
It wasn't. It's typical. And
he almost plays it in real time, and the whole thing takes less than 3 minutes.
I don't know what time of day it is. Maybe it's rush hour, which would extend the wait a little bit too, because it does look like it's like sometime in the afternoon based on the lighting.
Yeah, sun's going down.
Yeah.
So they're sitting now in front of the Jack in the Box, in front of the order window.
You don't see them get the food, but they pull up, I guess.
Well, they have no rights. He's just doing this with his phone. They have no rights. They didn't ask permission or anything. So they can't shoot the employee because it's a likeness rights.
But he's done it so many other times in so many other videos. What's stopping him this time?
People just let him go. Well, Jack in the Box is also a chain. Most of the places he hangs out and you see him doing his parking lot reviews are local places.
Yes.
They probably wouldn't know to complain.
So we get the tacos. They ordered 2 different types. They ordered the plain...
And they ordered the loaded mini tacos.
Mini tacos, thank you.
Yeah, because Jack in the Box, for people who don't know, Jack in the Box is one of those California burger chains that popped up and spread out all across the country. Kind of like a Five Guys. But Jack in the Box has always been known for selling burgers and selling tacos. It's a California hamburger stand.
So we don't really have one here, at least in our section of Pennsylvania. It may be in other parts of the state, but not here. So I wasn't familiar with what even they serve, to be honest with you.
So Jack is holding aloft one of the mini tacos. He's going to try the plain mini tacos first. And he's trying to get it in the camera, but it can't focus.
It's blown
the
out.
Exposure is not working because it doesn't realize it's holding it below the sun visor. So there's sunlight pouring in on it.
And he takes a bite.
And he is from like being angry and to the point of rage. Like literally 2 minutes before this happens, he gets food and literally just like a 5-year-old. He's so happy.
Yes.
He's like waving it. He's like, oh, come on, people, look at the mini taco I have. Oh my God.
And this is what grosses me out. This is the other part of the video. He's stealing all of his wife's sauce and he's double dipping in the sauce.
Oh yeah, he double dipped right out, like looking at her. He like took a bite, then thought about it for a moment, still kept eye contact with her and double dipped right in it. There he goes.
Yep. And then the second part of this video that grosses me out, I mean, other than obviously Jack's behavior, is these everything tacos or the
loaded tiny tacos.
The loaded tiny tacos. Thank you with the
We're never gonna get a
verbiage.
Jack in the Box sponsorship for this unless we learn. Yeah,
With
if we
the
want, yeah,
verbiage.
if we're gonna try to abuse our media privilege now the way Jack is, we have to learn to say the product properly.
Well, I'm not giving Jack in the Box any credit because these tacos look like somebody threw something up in the box.
Oh yeah, it's completely disgusting.
It's disgusting. Like, and when I'm thinking like finger food and I want loaded tacos, I'm not thinking I want to be eating this in my car, like, and spilling it and also using a fork to eat mini tacos. It just doesn't make any sense. But
so again, apparently Jack in the Box sells tacos. So in their mini tacos, they offer you just the tiny mini tacos, which everybody knows are like meat and beans wrapped in a little tiny corn tortilla and deep fried. They offer the loaded mini tacos, but what they do is essentially they take all their regular taco toppings, sour cream, tomatoes, lettuce, taco sauce, and they just splurt that on top of their takeout container of tiny tacos.
Yep.
So Jack is now...
It just looks so disgusting.
Yeah, Jack is now debating the merits of mixing a packet of their taco sauce with a packet of the tiny taco dipping sauce they give you.
I wonder what the difference is.
Minimal. It's fast food packets. Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know what it even is made out of. You can't really tell.
But he's talking to the camera, and then we finally get to the 20-minute title card at the end of it, which doesn't seem appropriate for the Jack on the Go because this is all cooking implements and sauces. Looks like he should stick to cooking. It looks like he should stick this on the end of Cooking with Jack.
And then put the Convoy of Hope here, maybe? I don't know. I feel bad for the Convoy of Hope, man. They're not getting their proper credit here. They should be put somewhere that makes sense.
Bring back the blue screen of hope.
So I think we'll end the episode here. We just wanted to do a quickie.
Yeah, we
videos.
watched all of the ones where he's ordering through the apps, and it's funny that he doxes himself, but...
Yeah, they're just so boring, and they're just, like, so tedious and long, and ordering from an app is pretty self-explanatory.
Both Pink Chicken and I have had technical jobs in the past, and we have had to deal with older workers who are both ignorant and resentful of technology, the way that Jack and Tammy seem to be, so it grates on us maybe a little bit more than it should when they're like, what button do I press? How do I get the extra tortillas? Wait, does extra tortilla mean I have to pay extra for them? Even if it is, what are they going to charge you, a quarter?
They were just horrible, and they were like 15 minutes a piece, and they were just very, very tedious to get through. And we did watch them all the way through, and I'm never going to get that 30 minutes or whatever it was back of my life.
Looking at the again, you want to review the local ones, that's fine, because you're giving those people a little bit of a shout out. But reviewing Buffalo Wild Wings or Texas Roadhouse or Chili's like he reviews, they don't need the free advertising. And what are you expecting? These are gimmick restaurants. These are corporate entities. Quality was never your concern going to these places. It was always about the convenience.
Oh, we learned through the live chat, which we watched this Saturday,
God,
that he doesn't like to order from mom and pop's places because what was his excuse?
They have no ordering app.
Oh, they have no ordering app, of course.
So it's inconvenient. He doesn't want to talk to a human on the phone.
That's for
what
the
is he,
poor.
a poor? Yeah, exactly.
I think you get better quality food when you order local versus a chain, and it's not like cookie cutter. You get a decent portion size, and they don't overcharge you for the portion size.
This is COVID-19 quarantine lockdown time. You're supposed to be supporting your local businesses because most of your local mom and pops depend upon that foot traffic for their jobs. The corporate stores are going to be fine.
Yeah, like I could see him approaching, one of these local places that he goes to and say, "Hey, I have a channel. I have a semi-successful." The lazy man just gave me the side eye. A semi-successful local food review channel on YouTube. Would you like to partner with me, and I'll hopefully bring some business your way?
I'm pretty sure the people in the local Tennessee area where he is know about Jack. I think all of the local restaurants have a story about Jack. Yeah. Either he's reviewed them, or he's tried to review them, or he's tried to beg food or beg sponsorships off of them. Jack has to have a reputation in his area where he's at.
I could see reviewing the foods. It's just so...
Well, the worst
it could be done so much better.
Everything with Jack can be done so much better.
Yeah.
Everything can be done. So we will wrap it up there, folks. Thank you for listening to our first Jack on the Go review. Thanks for listening to all of our Cooking with Jack reviews. And keep on keeping on. We will see you next time.
For Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man.
Thanks, folks.